Look at all those hairs. Hey guys, today we are going to shave our faces. Well, I'm gonna shave my face. If you wanna join me and shave your face, by all means, grab yourself a tool for that and an oil. So you gotta start off with your skin clean. Wash your face, pat it dry. I'm gonna say, is this actual dermaplaning? Technically, it's not. That you would have to go to like a dermatologist, esthetician. They usually do it with like what looks like a scalpel. It's a very, very sharp tool, and they go and they shave your face. It's a form of exfoliation. I've never gotten to get it done. I don't know, I just never got to get it done. So I do it at home. You can use a tool like this. That's Luna. You can use a tool like this. I ordered mine from Amazon. It's almost like an eyebrow shaver. It's just longer. All right, so I do this about twice a month, maybe every 2 weeks. It's not something that you want to do every week. This is a form of exfoliation. Now, I will advise you to, if you're not comfortable with this or like you're totally new to it, definitely go to a dermatologist or an esthetician to do it. A couple of things as I prep my skin. I'm just taking an oil. This one is from Ella Luz. It's a beauty oil. It doesn't have to be this one. I just like that this one is kind of, it's a little bit thick. To give you an idea, it's almost the consistency of like olive oil. I guess just don't use a dry oil. A dry oil is too thin. You want like just a little bit of a barrier in between. When I've used not enough oil, not a lot of hair comes off when I do it. I found that when I use an oil that's like this, that's just like a little bit thicker. So I will take the oil, give it a nice little squirt, and I apply the oil all over my face. A couple of things you want to keep in mind when you are doing this. Hair out of the face, obviously, because if it's in the face, it's gonna mess up your line of vision when you're shaving your face. You want to shave downwards. The way the hair grows, don't shave the opposite. Not like guys do. Well, actually, I don't know if you're supposed to, I don't know. I would have to ask my husband how he shaves his face. I always see him going this way though, or this way. I don't know. So do a nice thin layer everywhere. It's okay if you look like a little glazed donut. That's totally fine. Keep a mirror in front of you. You have to have a mirror. I feel like you should know that, but just in case, a big mirror. Don't do it with these little mirrors because, well, you'll see why. You're gonna have to also touch your face when you're doing this. I find that keeping my skin taut in certain areas just makes it easier. So I usually start around my forehead. I work my way down. I'm gonna be very careful around here. Luna decided to help me out a couple of days ago and give me a little scratchy there. I'm gonna take it, when you're working with a tool like this, it is sharp. So please keep that in mind. For those of my viewers that are younger, I wanna say if you're a teenager, please, please, please be very careful. You really shouldn't do this. You don't need to do it. This is for us older people. Whatever, just be careful. All right, so I'm gonna take it. Now, one thing I will say, if this is your first time, don't go ham around your hairline because then you're gonna look like you're totally lined up or whatever. We're not doing that. We're just trying to be kind of natural about it. I have my mirror here, so I'm gonna be looking down. So what I do here, I'm not gonna go crazy having like a straight line, but I'm just going to take my tool and I'm gonna start just shaving down. You can put your hand here like I am. It makes me feel like I have control. I don't even know if that's like actually giving me control, but go along that line. Again, I'm not gonna get too close to my hairline because I don't want to look like a guy and, you know. All right, so here I'm gonna kind of move my baby hairs up. I don't have many, but. One of my favorite things about doing this, and take your time around your eyebrows, it's gonna help shape your brows. It just makes life easier. You do have to have a steady hand with this though, so. Obviously, the sharper the tool, the more steady. I'm gonna be careful here because I have a little scar there, or scratch. I'm gonna almost work around the scar. So if you lift the skin, it makes it like taut, and it's just easier to shave. This one eyebrow is gonna be kind of messy because of the scratch. Now, I'm gonna show you some of the hair that I have here. If I go like that. That's what I've removed so far, just from my forehead. I must have gotten a piece of my hair too, because there was a longer hair there. Gonna do it here. I will probably speed this part up. Take your time by your eyebrows too. You don't want to screw up your shape. But I also get like the cleanest brow by doing this, like the cleanest brow shape. And then I always shave around here too because I hate tweezing that part of my eyebrows. But again, be mindful because this is a long tool. I'm saying tool because you're probably like, why do you keep saying that? Just call it what it is. I don't know by calling this what it actually is, if it's gonna be like, oh, what's Anna talking about? Why is she talking about something that could potentially be harmful? So I'm not trying to get a strike on my channel. So I'm gonna take this and then I'm gonna just like to tweeze a baby about that. It kind of hurts. Again, be mindful of the length of this because you don't want to take up hair here. All right, so now this part, I'm going to lift my little baby hairs here. Here's where you can, I mean, if you want to go straight, you can. I don't like it looking like that perfect. I want it to look kind of natural. So I'm gonna just pull my hair here, get this hair out of the way, and I go on an angle. Also, notice that when I'm doing this, I'm doing like little tiny strokes. I'm not going like this. You don't want to do that. You just want to take little strokes. Also make sure you get your jawline. So what is the point of dermaplaning your face? Basically, you're exfoliating, like I mentioned. Any serums you put on, I'm just gonna wipe this off. Any serums that you put on afterwards are gonna just penetrate to the skin better. Also, when you put your foundation on, it's gonna look amazing. Now, you really don't have to dermaplane your nose. I really don't do that. You can if you want, but just be careful because it's on an angle. You're more likely to cut yourself. Same thing on this side. So I do have hair on my face. I'm not the hairiest person, but this is enough to make a difference when I am doing my makeup, when I'm putting my skincare on. So now I'm just gonna take another look at my skin. I have to kind of assess myself and see, okay, wait, did I miss a spot? Because you will see it when you take this all off. Not like drastically, but in between the eyebrows. For example, I forgot to do that. I'm gonna take this and I'm just gonna go if you notice, I'm kind of, like I said, I'm doing this like back and forth motion. Putting the oil on the skin helps create that like, that barrier so that the tool goes across and removes the hair. So I just sanitize it with alcohol, like give it a good clean, let it air dry, and that's it. You want to sanitize with like 60–70% alcohol because the alcohol has enough time to disinfect. Anything that's high, like 90%, the alcohol dries too quick. Like it's not enough time to disinfect. So just a little tip. Do not wash this with soap and water, it will rust. Don't wash it like this either. Be careful, you can nick yourself. You can just go wash your face. I wouldn't recommend doing my cellular water if you're, you know, obviously home. I'm just doing it so that I don't leave you guys. Whoops. So I'm gonna take this and I'm just gonna clean off this excess oil, clean off the little hairs that I left behind. One thing I will say, once you're done doing this, if you're gonna put your serums, do this at night too. I feel like doing it at night, putting your serums in, it just penetrates the skin better. Don't put glycolic acid on after this, because if you happen to make like a little nick somewhere, you're gonna feel it. You can put retinol on if you want after. I usually don't. I usually just exfoliate and then I'll put like a nice serum or a dense moisturizer. The number one like secret or key to getting that flawless glowy skin, because now that you've done this, your top layer is exfoliated. Put a new moisturizer on, you're gonna have the perfect canvas to put foundation, anything on. So look. My skin just looks brighter and just softer and smoother. So I hope that helps. Let me know if you have any questions. I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.